It is Tuesday, March 4th, the most controversial day in the history of this company, and we are here to talk to you about what's going on in the world of Disney and otherwise on the Disney Morning Show. My name is Doobie Mosley. I am the co-founder here at Laughing Place, and a little bit cold. Over there is Kyle Burbank. How you doing, Kyle?
March 4th is controversial.
We'll get to that on this day in Disney history.
I've okay.
But you are huh? You are our executive editorial director. If you watched Parks Talk yesterday, you know what we're talking about, and the controversy continues today. Okay, let's get started. I should thank my wife for filling in yesterday as it was run day for Doobie. So thank you very much, Rebecca. Appreciate you very much. I am back today. And yesterday, apparently, the stock was at 114.56, which that's pretty high. That's nice stock market. Way to go, Disney. I'm sure you're sailing along today. Oh, no, down 3.5% on the day, 108.80. I know the stock market as a whole is down. There's some tariff stuff going on that's well over my financial head, hurting the markets. But yeah, that's a pretty
Doobie,
big
if you
dive.
invested $114 yesterday, today you'd have $108.
But there's a way to make money on that, right?
Yeah. I guess if you're selling call options.
Yeah, exactly. I like to sell call. I don't know what that means. Let's move on. I missed you, Ethan.
Hello there and welcome to another edition of the LP Disney Weather Report. With the heartbreak open, so much you can't hide. Put on a little makeup. Make sure they get your good side. If the words unspoken get stuck in your throat, send a treasure token. Write it on a pound note. Goody two shoes. Goody two shoes. Don't drink, don't smoke, what do? You don't drink, don't smoke, what do? Subtle innuendos follow. There must be something inside. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim will be sunny today but will just stop short of 70. Walt Disney World will reach a high of 77 today while the evening low will be about 10 degrees cooler. Castaway Cay is windy today but will again be 73 degrees. Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point is also windy today and is slightly warmer at 76. Disneyland Paris is cooling quickly this evening as they'll fall from 54 to just 39 before the end of the night. Tokyo will get a rainy start to their park day and will top out at 48 degrees. Interestingly, while showers should clear before dinner, that high temp will stick around through the evening and night. Shanghai will be overcast again tomorrow and hit a high of 49. Finally, Hong Kong will be cooler tomorrow, hovering around 67 degrees for much of the day with cloudy skies. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
What's your favorite Adamant song?
I mean, is there more than one? No,
Wow,
I know
never
that
mind.
no, I've heard other ones. I just can't think of any at the moment.
Don't drink, don't smoke. What do you do? Okay, in our top story today, a story making waves around the filmmaking world. Disney, actually, the top story isn't really, but the sub story kind of is. Anyway, Disney has scrapped Tiana, the series, which was set to continue the story of Princess Tiana and Prince Naveen after the events of 2009 hit film, which was announced for Disney Plus.
I mean, let's put hit film in quotes there.
Is it a hit film?
I mean, it barely crossed 100 million in the theaters, so it wasn't an initial hit film. I think you could say it's a beloved film or a respected film, but I don't think it was ever a hit film.
I didn't know that. I think of it as a hit film because the character out of it is so beloved, and I think the film, is held in high regard. So, but okay, fine. By the way, that is a quote from our article. So whoever wrote
I
that,
know, but I can quibble with you. I don't need to quibble with them. And I'm sure THR probably said that.
Anyway, it was announced back in December 2020. According to sources close to the streaming service, Disney has made huge efforts to make the show work, including shakeups of the creative team, but the series couldn't quite reach where it needed to be with production costs.
It was almost there.
Dang it. Instead, they are said to be developing a short form special inspired by the film, undoubtedly cobbled together from stuff that's already been created. But that's just speculation on my part. And in all my stuff for Tiana's Bayou Adventure, there was something about something in the ride or something somehow tying into the TV show. So,
yeah, that's probably worked the other way around. thinking they probably decided, oh, we should make sure we put this in the show.
That's true. An unannounced feature-length project set to debut on the streamer was also canceled, and the project's abandonment comes along with the news that Walt Disney Studios Animation no longer intends to create long-form content for the streaming service, something that Pixar announced a while ago as well. Kyle, analysis.
It's a waste of money. Maybe that's why. I don't think that's why the stock is down 3% today, but I'm sure it does not help.
That is very funny. I just noticed the Scream Kermit back there. Is she talking about you, behind you?
Yeah.
I don't see it. How do I know?
Above Minnie.
Where's Kyle?
Do you see Minnie
that's
Mouse?
What that is. Yeah, I couldn't make out what that is.
Yeah, it's the Scream, but it's Kermit doing the Scream. But speaking of screams,
wait, is that where Scream got its name? The movie?
Yeah, it's a ghost. It's supposed to be the ghost from the mask is supposed to be like the Scream painting.
TIO.
Yeah. Anyway, we got news from we talked about the Oscars yesterday and talked about Anora's big wins and how Sean Baker is the new Walt Disney. Well, now you can watch Anora on Hulu in just a couple of weeks. It's coming out on St. Patrick's Day, March 17th. It'll be available on Hulu to stream. I went to go check where the Florida project is, and that is on Max, in case you're wondering. Oh. And then some other Oscars news. The Academy is looking to shop the Oscars around. ABC has a contract with them through 2029. They signed an 8-year extension back in 2016, but apparently this would be around the time that they'd be negotiating for another extension, and that has lapsed. So they'll be shopping it around, see if anybody else wants it. I think ratings were slightly down again this year. So, at a certain point, it's not worth ABC holding on to it, and maybe they'll find a different home. And the whole Hulu thing worked out real great this time around. We'll see what happens.
I have a novel suggestion I'm sure no one has ever heard of for how to improve Oscar ratings.
How?
Films that people have seen get nominated.
What? Yeah, remember they were supposed to do like a box office achievement award, and then they scrapped that. Also, Disney ABC rather just got the Grammys, so maybe they're swapping one award show for another. But you'll still see them on through 2029.
Can you imagine if the Grammys or even the Emmys just did so much prestige stuff that no one's ever saw? They just stuck to the art of it.
I mean, a flute album was nominated for Album of the Year this time, but sure.
It's not in the same league as the way the Oscars do it. That feels more like the token as opposed to the Oscars where the blockbuster is the token.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to move on. This is nothing no one's ever heard of. Let's see. Speaking of Hollywood, the Hollywood.
I actually did put it there for that reason.
And I almost missed it anyway. The Hollywood Brown Derby is changing their menu for spring starting today. I actually went to the Disney menu site, the official Disney World menu site, so I could see these on the menu, and they haven't updated yet. They still have old items. But anyway, they've got, among other things, I'll tell you about some of my favorites. Among the app, thank you, Nikki B. Whoever gets that, congratulations. Come have fun. Check out our member streams. They've got house-made ravioli for the appetizers. House-made ravioli with English peas, carrot puree, pickled alba mushrooms. They have a cream corn bisque. I don't know what pictures I have here, so I'm just showing random.
That looks like the smallest portion.
It's an appetizer.
Okay, good.
An appetizer. Sake braised pork belly is another one of their appetizers. Among the new entrees is a filet mignon featuring potato carrot mash, spicy broccoli rabe, black garlic butter, and man, they use some fancy words here. I'm not even going to try.
Gideon wants that with everything off of it.
A lamb shank here. I'm sorry, this is the salmon. They also have a lamb shank. As I said, they have not updated the menu prices, but I can tell you the filet mignon on the current menu, which is just a different style, is $52. The lamb shank on the current menu is $45, so that gives you some idea what you're looking at. They've also added a couple of new enhancements. Do we have those here? Nope, back to the front. So anyway, Hollywood Brown Derby, which I love. We love to go there. We used to go there quite a bit when we lived in Florida, especially when they used to have the live piano player, which they no longer have. But grapefruit cake, you want the Cobb salad, you want the grapefruit cake. That's the reason you go to the Brown Derby, despite all this fancy schmancy stuff they've added. All right, and let's try this one. Nope, nothing comes to mind. Back over on the West Coast, I tried to do a segue. The Disneyland Magic Key holders are able to celebrate Women's History Month, which of course started this month and continues to the end of the month. That's why it's called Magic Women's History Month. They're celebrating with a special offering for Magic Key holders featuring a prop and Mary Blair artwork. You can see that here. You can't see that here because I haven't shown my screen. You can see that here. The prop includes a Magic Key branded paintbrush and a gorgeous piece of Mary Blair concept art from Alice in Wonderland. Pretty cool stuff celebrating Women's History Month. Quick question for you in celebration of Women's History Month. Who's your favorite woman, Kyle?
My wife.
That is the right answer. Okay.
Well, speaking of history, Disney is going to be, the archives are going to be presenting a new special, Weird Disney. This will be another one of these gold member theater presentations. The last one being The Happiest Place on Earth, which was just last week. You can read Tony's recap of that on the site. They also did the Sherman concert. So yeah, we don't have a lot of details on this. This is a presentation I believe they've done. I don't know if it's at the Expo or if it's been at Destination D23 that they've done these. But yeah, just kind of talking about some of the stranger things that have happened in the company over the years. As you can see, this horrifying photo of people wearing Mickey masks in a theater. It gives you a taste for what you're in for. But anyway, this will take place Thursday, March 27th. So if you're a D23 Gold member, be sure to check that out and watch those terms and conditions. And then we got some news about Descendants 5. We talked about, I think, a week or two ago how this was greenlit. We got some new casting. I'm going to butcher these names. We got Joel Oulet. I'm going to Frenchify it. Sure. Xavier Garrett, Ryan McEwen, and Dayton Paradis. They'll be playing the son of Robin Hood, the son of Dr. Facilier, and the sons of Dr. Smee. Dr. Smee, wow, Mr. Smee and Peter Pan, respectively.
You got a
so yeah, lots of different villains being involved here. And then, as they previously announced, this movie will take mostly in Wonderland. But yeah, we don't have a release date for Descendants 5 yet or an official title, but keep an eye out because I'm sure it'll be coming soon enough.
I think you said they're playing the sons of Smee and Peter Pan, and they play the twin sons of Smee from Peter Pan. Squirmy Smee and Squeaky
Smee. I screwed up on the doctor
funny.
And said Mr., but no, I meant from Peter Pan. I don't think I said and Peter Pan.
Rewind the tape. I'm pretty sure you did.
All right. Well,
anyway,
we'll never know.
And I've had my share of bad reviews. I still remember my first good one, though. Everything else in this production of Our Town was simply terrible. Joey Tribbiani was abysmal.
Speaking of abysmal, this isn't. SportsCenter Plus debuted.
That's the exact same thing your wife said yesterday when she did this exact same show.
That's probably why it's in my head because I did watch much of yesterday's show. SportsCenter Plus debuted yesterday. Rebecca talked about it live on the show yesterday, but now we have our official review on Laughing Place. This is from Rebecca Mosley. Subhead: This edition even caters to a Disney crowd with some clever synergistic touches. Her final conclusion: That's redundant. I'm still adjusting to seeing Hulu Plus ESPN on my Disney Plus home screen, but integrating a version of ESPN's signature show aligns with the strategy of meeting fans where they are. If today's premiere is any indication, SportsCenter Plus is poised to become a great way to start the day for both sports lovers and Disney enthusiasts alike. Did you watch it, Kyle?
I've watched both episodes, and as I texted you, is SportsCenter always just rapid fire Kyle jokes? And you said no, that seems to be specialized to just this.
Wow, these guys clearly have some chemistry. They've been doing this for a long time together prior to SportsCenter Plus, and they are very quick with each other, and it's actually a lot of fun. A lot of sports. I only watched the first episode, and I have no idea what's going on in the NBA or anything. I do know that there are a lot of great plays. There's a lot of focus on showing cool plays. It's a fun little bite with some Disney touches. They don't have commercials, but at least yesterday they did have a within universe, the Disney universe promo for, I think.
Yeah, I know they had that again today. Same show.
Same show, which is Daredevil.
This one's also slightly longer. They're around 15 minutes. Yesterday's was like 13 something. Today's was 16 something.
Okay. Are you going to watch Daredevil?
Eventually, yeah. I don't know.
Is it on Disney Plus or Hulu?
It'll be on Disney Plus with your MA settings. Premieres tonight. 2-episode premiere.
That's important because my Hulu has commercials, my Disney Plus does not. So I'm kind of happy to hear that. I do want to check that out. I love Daredevil on Netflix. Also found out, I saw a quick interview with the star of Daredevil. He's British. No idea. Yeah. No idea.
Yeah, he popped. Maybe it was yesterday on SportsCenter Plus that you saw that.
I think it was. I'm sure it was.
And the rest.
Doobie, you get this story since you've been to the place we're about to talk about.
Oh man, I do. Where'd this come from? Oh, Lonnie, what am I looking at? I am all the way down on around LP. Okay, my mistake.
Down around LP.
I am so confused. Like I did not prep for this story. All right, I did prep for this story, and this is over at Aulani in Hawaii, the Menehune Bridge water play area. This is where the kiddies can go and get water splashed on them. Will be closing for a refurbishment from April 21st through May 16th, and as work happens, they will keep it quiet from dusk till 8 a.m., but after that, you might hear some noise in your room, so be aware. And this is, fun area.
And in the definition of an and the rest story, we have our boss was in New York earlier this week for Toy Fair and went to go see Aladdin again, I guess, and noticed that on the playbill there was an offer for a whole new s'more at the Hershey store, Hershey's Chocolate World Times Square. It doesn't really say what this s'more is. It looks like maybe there's white chocolate on it and then 2 toasted marshmallows. But anyway, you also get a free milk chocolate bar with any purchase, and that's good through the end of the year. So if you happen to go see Aladdin and you use your playbill, you might get a free $1.50 bar of chocolate.
A whole new s'more.
Well, normally this is the segment where we talk about what's already on the site, but instead we're going to be talking about stuff that's coming to the site. First of all, later today, I always forget her name, so I had to write it down. It's not Dana Bash, it's not Dana Perino, it's not Dana White, it's Dana Walden going to be speaking at the Morgan Stanley Technology, Media, and Telecom Conference. That is going to be at 3:20 p.m. Pacific today, and we will be live blogging that on Laughing Place, just in case anything of interest is said. And then, of course, shortly after that, we'll have Barely Necessities with Rebecca and Becca. And then tonight, Mike Celestino will be at 90s Night, and you can check that out all on Laughing Place.
Guessing we'll have a live
on our
blog
Twitter,
for
but
that.
we'll have a live blog. So if you don't want to go to Twitter, you can go to laughingplace.com, look in the Now Covering section. You'll see 90s Night at Disneyland Resort or whatever I put there, and you click that, and then you'll see all of our tweets flow in throughout the night. And now I have another button to hit.
The fun stuff.
And speaking of covering things in the parks or in the resorts, Luke this morning was at Port Orleans, and they did a float for It's Mardi Gras. Happy Mardi Gras, Doobie. What are you giving up for Lent?
Um,
And so he got to check out some of the floats. I don't need to put you on the spot. Have you explain this?
I'm giving up Kyle for Lent. How about that? Wow, that was
fair
mean.
enough.
That was so
Wow.
mean. I'm so sorry. That was so uncalled for. I apologize.
It's okay. I should wear a Pokemon hat tomorrow for Ash Wednesday.
What do you? I don't get that. What are you giving up for Lent?
I don't know. I don't do it really. But anyway, so yeah, you can check that out. We will have an article later on, but you can check out some of his photos from the Port Orleans Mardi Gras celebration on
Yeah.
there right now.
Cool. Yeah, he got to preview that, and we have an article as well from when he previewed it, and now here it is. It's so cool. I love this is all done by the cast members, and just really cool. Love this event. All right, we got a cute one here, folks. This comes from Disney Parks. This is today's pocket pick. Let me unmute it, and let's just watch. It says, in case you can't read it, it says POV. You surprise your grandparents with a trip to Disney and get to see the magic through their eyes. that, Kyle?
That's nice. I did think it was funny. We took a screenshot of that first ride they're on, and we're trying to figure out what it is. And the boss said Expedition Everest at first, and I'm like, before I had a chance to be like, I don't think so. He deleted his comment. So
Oh, really? Oh, I missed that. That is great.
I'm like, I don't think, like, based on the setup of this shot, that's what they were doing.
I think we had a much better guess of Mickey Minnie's Runaway Railway, and I'm certain that is correct. Let's see. I like to check out the comments on these. Where's the Guardians of the Galaxy and Tron footage?
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, lots of crying. But of course, there's always that person. Don't forget about the older folks when you remove things they grew up with and relate to and love to share with the younger generation. Yada, yada, yada. No, I understand the sentiment. All right. All right, we have reached the portion of the show where we see just how smart Kyle is by asking him what happened on this day. Don't share that screen. On this day in Disney history. That would be a dead giveaway to everything if I share that screen. All right, on this day in 1980, this isn't a test. I'm going to tell you this one. 1980, 45 years ago, Disney released its first videotapes on VHS. 13 titles. This is not a question. There were 13 titles. None of them were animated features. This was just the first time they released videotapes.
Right. Pinocchio was the first animated one. That was later.
Among them were Pete's Dragon, The Black Hole, The Love Bug, a bunch of Disney Kaplan family favorites.
Are you suggesting that Pete's Dragon isn't animated?
I'm also suggesting Bedknobs and Broomsticks isn't animated. I said none of their animated features.
Yes, that's true.
The way they used to count them. Yes, you're right. Dewey doesn't do feel good things. Why the music? We need to redo that, but done to the APT. And
we had Tony and I did a bit for a good 2 days because we put up something on Instagram that was like the monorail going by, but it had some 80s song cover. So then we would just find bad covers of 80s songs and put it over the same clip and send them back and forth to each other.
I love that idea. I mean, Marshall's doing a great job with their social, but
did you see
something like that out? What?
That should be, well, it's hard to do a pocket pick for that, but did you see his last reel?
No.
About the dinosaur?
I didn't. I don't know.
We can take a look at it. Let's do it after this day.
Man.
But no, I'm distracted. I'm doing it right now.
Who is this person that has the laughing place? It drives me crazy. It's not even a public feed. Oh. I did see that. I didn't know it was us because I think I was probably distracted when I pulled it up. And I also didn't get it. So we will get back to that.
Okay.
Kyle can help me out. On this day in 1995, this is where the controversy comes. 30 years ago. Wow. Is this because of the comment I made earlier?
You think? Maybe.
On this day, 30 years ago, 1995, I'm wounded. An attraction officially opened, despite the fact that it wasn't on this day in DisneyHistory.com. We're convinced this is the date.
Is it Winnie the Pooh?
It is not Winnie the Pooh. Come on, Kyle. 1995 Disneyland attraction. How about that?
Oh, it was yesterday.
It was not yesterday.
It said yesterday on this day in Disney history.
According to Wiki and Jeremiah, who lived it. So we're doing it today. Yesterday, nice clip to pick there. Yesterday was a soft opening, and today is its official opening date.
So this is just a July 18th situation.
Yes, and it's funny because Disney wants you to think yesterday was the media event, according to the video they put out, but the media event was a few days before that. It was definitely that March 3rd, and Jeremiah brought the receipts, as the children say these days. Anyway, this is why this is the most controversial day in Disney history. On this day in 2005, a live-action movie came out. Would you like a limerick?
Sure.
There once was a Navy SEAL so true, who babysat kids and won them too. With toys and play, he saved the day in a rollicking 05 debut.
Nice. So a Navy SEAL. So is that the pacifier?
Nice going, Kyle. It is the pacifier starring Vin Diesel.
I mean, I confused that with the Tooth Fairy, but
everyone does. Everyone does. Okay, on this day in 2016, a movie came out. It's an animated movie. You should get this without the hint because the limerick will be a dead giveaway.
Okay.
2016, live animated feature.
Oh, okay. 2016 animated feature. It is currently March. So, I don't know. Zootopia?
Very good. Very good. Zootopia. Where do you rank this among recent animated features?
Pretty high. I don't know. I can't think of what they all are, but no, I enjoy Zootopia. I would like to go to the land in Shanghai. I think
that would be
fun.
Marvelous.
Seems like a good theme.
And finally, can't believe this brand new attraction is 5 years old today. But it
Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway
in Hollywood Studios. Very good. Making you feel old.
Got to run for a whole 3 weeks.
Opening just before the world shut down. Maybe that's why it doesn't feel quite so old. So. All right. That concludes On This Day in Disney History. Let us get back to
bonus.
All right. I can't hear this because of whatever. So.
You don't need to hear it. Okay. It's about it. So.
It is.
Pull it up on the screen.
Dang it, Doobie. OMG.
So it says he wants to tell you something. Look at the top left. So then look at the top left.
And it says look in the water.
Okay, so then look in the water. Maybe in the right side.
I don't see anything.
It's there, I promise you. It says look at the meteor.
Oh man, okay. I can barely see it. Look at the meteor. And then I can't read that one. Look in the
last hashtag. Oh no, yeah, maybe it's the last. I think that one's the last hashtag.
Okay, and then it's look at the iguanodon leg.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, look at the tagged comment. Hi.
Yes.
Is this a trend, or did he come up with this?
I haven't seen it in a reel. It was a trend a while ago. I like to see that he's bringing it back. But yeah, that was fun.
Way to go! That's how you keep.
And he did that right before watching a Broadway show about something I didn't know had been turned into a full musical. Are you familiar with Operation Mincemeat?
No.
Okay. Well, apparently they turned it into a show, and that's kind of weird to me. I don't know if this is spoilers. I think people. Anyway, the Operation Mincemeat was where they, during World War II, they staged a dead body and made it look like he had washed up ashore, and he had a memo in his pocket that was a fake memo.
I am familiar with that story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turned it into a Broadway musical.
Well, of course. I mean, I feel like there should be a movie too. I need to see that movie. It must be somewhere. So we're just killing time until 10 a.m. It's almost here. What do you got planned today?
Gonna live blog the Dana thing. Gonna write some articles for my other site. Going to watch Barely Necessities at 4 p.m., 6 p.m. my time. Gonna not watch Disney Trivia Live since that's not happening.
No DTL today, folks. Very sad to say.
What else am I gonna do?
Driving my wifey to the airport. What else are you gonna do?
Wait through this rain and then potentially brace for snow tomorrow.
Yeah.
We had a chance of severe. Luckily, the chance of severe weather was brought down, but I'm like, we can't have a tornado threat and then snow after the fact. That's just not fair.
Anything pop up, Kyle?
Not yet. Oh. Yesterday off air, your wife's like, oh, so are we expecting something at 10? I'm like, oh no, we never expect anything at 10. We're just like, we're close enough. We might as well check.
And in fact, we rarely get anything these days.
Yeah.
It's not like it used to be. All right.
Not seeing anything, but
we're going to do this again tomorrow, folks. So please join us. We'll be probably taking a look at 90s night and see what else is going on around the world of Disney on March 5th. Not the most controversial day in the history of the Disney company. Bye.
Bye.